are you doing in between times? How is your integrity? Are you doing things that you are supposed to do? Living a clean life? If Jesus knocked on your door right now and came in your house, what would he find? Just what would he find? Think about it. No, you don't have time to clean it up. You don't have time to wash dishes. You don't have time to throw the Ouija board out the back window. Or the cards, or the lottery tickets, or the wine. Okay. Live a clean life. It's called integrity. Amen. Every time Israel acted up, they lost their godly protection and they got captured. Every single time. Are we hard-headed like that? Do our enemies lay and waiting for us to mess up? Because they know that we will. Are you that type of person where your enemies are just laying around waiting? They're all outside your house and looking out their windows, waiting for you to mess up because they know you will. Most of the stories in the Bibles about the Israelites, they tell how they are doing sometimes they had no business doing. They were doing something they had no business doing. The Israelites were always doing something they had no business doing. They took advantage of God's blessings. Are we like that? If somebody wrote a book on us, what would that book be like? Whoo, my. What and who still has you in a locked up situation? What and who still has you in a locked up situation? You know, some people who are out of jail are more locked up than the people who are in jail. Isn't that something? Consider that. Can't talk about some of the people in jail are more free than the folks that are not in jail. Amen. Isn't that something? Build your wall like Nehemiah did. Chapter 2, verses 5 to 20. If you read chapter 2, verses 5, wait, there's something here I really like I want to read to you. Something in here I really like I want to read to you. Here it is. Nehemiah, after the king asked Nehemiah what he wanted, and Nehemiah said, chapter 2, verse 5. Nehemiah said, if it please the king. There we go. Putting the king first. Nehemiah was smart. He knew what time it was. If it please the king, and if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldst send me to Judah, unto the city of my father sepulchres, that I may build it. Amen. Nehemiah plainly told him, I want to build it. I want to build my city back up, king. And verse 6, and the king said unto me, the queen also sitting by him, the king said, for how long shall thy journey be? And when wilt thou return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. The king didn't mind sending Nehemiah because Nehemiah gave him a time. Nehemiah had vision, okay? The king saw that Nehemiah had a vision. And the king followed Nehemiah's vision. What is your vision? Will the higher-ups in your life be on your side and help you because they too can see your vision? What is your vision? Verse 7 says, moreover, I said unto the king, if it please the king, let letters be given me to the governors beyond the river, that they may convey me over till I come unto Judah. And a letter unto Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest. You wonder where Asaph's forest comes from. Oh, God. Everything's based on the Bible. Don't let people fool you. Asaph's fables. Yeah. Okay. that he may give me timber to make beams for the gates of the palace which appertain to the house, and for the wall of the city, and for the house that I shall enter into. And the king granted me according to the good hand of my God upon me. Notice that Nehemiah is giving God all the credit for the things that he needed, the things that he received that he needed. Then I came to the governors beyond the river and gave them the king's letters. Now the king had sent captains of the army and horsemen with me. Now here comes the Sanballats and the Horonites. Verse 10. In your life, you're going to have Sanballats. I hope I'm saying the name right. Sanballats, and Horonites. And these are the people that are going to be against you building anything good in your life. Always. You'll always run. And sometimes it's people that'll fool you and knock your socks off. And sometimes it's strangers. Verse 10. Nehemiah chapter 2, verse 10. When Sanballat and Horonite and Tobiah, let's not leave out Tobiah, the servant, the Ammonites. We know about them Ammonites, don't we? Ammon? Okay. When they heard of his vision, when they heard what Nehemiah was going to do, it grieved them. You know your enemies hate you so bad that when they hear that you're getting ready to do something good, it grieves them. It says it grieved them exceedingly that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. Your enemies entirely, they absolutely hate restoration in your life. They don't want to see you restored to your wife or your husband. They don't want to see your relationship get better with your daughter or your son. They don't want you to go back to college. They don't want you to finish school. They don't want you to have a good job. Your enemies absolutely hate you. That is what Satan does, and his ugly, evil demons. That's why you always have to stay prayed up. Prayed up. Pray. How hard is it to pray? You don't always have to pray down on your knees or flat out on your face. It's nice to, but you don't always have to. What happens to the people that can't get on their knees? What, God doesn't hear their prayer? Just pray. Amen. Your enemies hate you. And pray for them. I'd rather lock arms with them and walk through the golden gates of heaven with them than to watch them burn down in hell. And I can't, like Lazarus and the rich man, I can't put water on the tip of my finger and put out the fire for them.